There is one emotion a narcissist can never handle and can never pretend to have. No matter how skilled they are at manipulation, they cannot fake it because this emotion demands humility, connection, and a genuine soul, which they do not have. It's the one feeling that exposes them completely. Only a true empath can feel it. A predator never can. They see emotions as transactions, not truths. Every feeling they express has a motive behind it. Every gesture is a hidden calculation. But this one emotion has no transaction, no agenda, and no control. It comes from a place of genuine depth, something they have never built inside. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. In this episode, we are going to talk about the one emotion a narcissist can not fake, no matter what. When you watch a narcissist closely, you will notice something really strange. They can mimic affection, charm, empathy, admiration, excitement, even sadness when it benefits them. Their performances are flawless because they study human emotion like a language. They repeat what they have seen others do. They watch your face and match your tone until you believe it is real. But this particular emotion exposes the emptiness of the act. Gratitude. It's gratitude because it requires acknowledgement of goodness outside the self. It requires a moment of surrender, a pause where you admit that someone else contributed to your well being. For the narcissist, that admission is like death. They can say thank you, but they never feel it. They may praise you for helping them, but there is always an aftertaste of entitlement in their words. Inside, they do not think you did them a favor. They believe you merely gave them what they deserve. Their thanks is a mask covering resentment because in their twisted inner world, needing someone makes them weak, and weakness is intolerable to a narcissist. You see, at the core of gratitude is a connection to something higher, a sense that life, people, and even pain carry purpose. Gratitude humbles the ego and reminds you that you are not the source of everything. But a narcissist lives as if they're God. They believe everything good should orbit around them and everything bad should be blamed on someone else. Spiritually speaking, this creates a vacuum. They are disconnected from life force itself, cut off from the current of giving and receiving. Imagine a tree refusing to absorb water because it wants to prove it can grow by itself. It may stand tall for a while, but eventually it dries up from the inside. That is exactly what happens to a narcissist. Their soul becomes dry, brittle, and spiritually malnourished because gratitude is the water that nourishes growth. When you look at them years later, you will see the results. You will see what I'm talking about. The bitterness etched into their faces, the tension in their posture, the constant dissatisfaction in their tone. Their life may look rich, but their energy feels poor. They're spiritually bankrupt no matter how much they own. Gratitude creates fullness. It's the emotion that says, I already have enough. Without it, there is only scarcity. Narcissists live in permanent lack, don't they? They could have money, fame, attention, or beauty, but inside, they always feel like something is missing in them. This is why they constantly chase more validation, more control, more admiration. Their lives are like an endless shopping spree in a spiritual desert. They keep collecting people and possessions, thinking it will make them feel alive, but every new thing loses its meaning. Without it, even abundance becomes emptiness. I have seen this firsthand with my own father. He owns a lot, but always says he has nothing. He will sit in a luxurious house and still say, I'm poor, I'm unlucky. And that's exactly what his life looks like because he manifested. No matter how much he earns, it dissolved into the acid of ingratitude. He looks desperate, as if starving in the middle of a feast. His energy retells joy because his words curse his reality. That's what happens to them. Narcissists manifest their own bad luck this way. They speak misery into existence. Their tongue becomes their punishment. Every complaint becomes a spell that keeps them trapped in misfortune. Gratitude would break that curse, but they refuse to say thank you from the heart. So the curse keeps looping. Gratitude demands self awareness. It asks you to recognize both your flaws and your blessings. A narcissist cannot do either. They cannot admit flaws because it destroys their illusion of superiority. And they cannot recognize blessings because it would require acknowledging the giver. They believe the world owes them. When someone helps them, they see it as confirmation that they are indeed special. When things go wrong, it's someone else's fault. Their reality is filtered through entitlement. Gratitude does not exist in entitlement, does it? It's like trying to plant seeds on stone. Even when they act thankful, like I said earlier, it is just strategy. They use polite words to appear humble when it benefits their image. But you can always feel the hollowness. There is no warmth in their tone, no genuine softness in their energy. Their thank you feels rehearsed, mechanical, almost like a business transaction. But to them, everything is indeed a transaction. If you cook for them, they may say thank you, but only until the next time you forget the salt. Then they will remind you how much they do for you. Their gratitude always expires the moment you stop serving that ego the way they want you to. And even when you do it properly, they will come with a problem. You see, in every spiritual tradition, gratitude is seen as a foundation of abundance. It's a language through which you communicates with the universe. When you are grateful, you're telling life, I see the good you have given me, and I am ready to receive more. That acknowledgement expands energy. It multiplies blessings. But when you are ungrateful, you are telling the universe, you have given me nothing. And the universe mirrors that energy back to you. The narcissist lives in this echo chamber of lack. They keep attracting chaos, betrayal, and emptiness because their energy vibrates on ingratitude. They drain others, take advantage of generosity, and then wonder why their lives never work out. Spiritually, they are walking black holes, consuming light but never creating it. When you remove yourself from their orbit, your life starts feeling lighter because you stop feeding that vacuum. Gratitude brings you back to balance. It reconnects you with the sacred flow that narcissists have severed themselves from. Every ancient culture told stories about greedy kings, cursed spirits, or insatiable monsters that devoured everything yet remained hungry. Those were not just myths, they were metaphors for what happens when the human soul loses gratitude. Narcissists are the modern embodiment of those old fables. No matter what they consume, love, attention, or wealth, they remain famished. You can see it in their eyes. There is never peace there. There is just restless hunger. They look for emotional food in others but reject anything that may actually nourish them. They gorge on admiration, but it never fills a void. They steal energy from others, but it leaks through the cracks of their broken spirit. Crucially, they are like people who have lost their reflection. Gratitude is what makes you see yourself. It gives you perspective. Without it, they only see the distorted image of what they want to be, not who they are. Have you experienced any of this with a narcissist that you were hurt by? If yes, let me know in the comments and share your experiences. Also, if you want to know how to spiritually detach from a narcissist, this is your opportunity because I'm hosting a workshop next week. Join me by clicking the link in the description and I will see you on the other side.